In this video, we'll show you how to connect ChatGPT with Apple Shortcuts to generate and format newsletter automatically, saving you hours every week. Today, I want to show you how to automate the process of creating a newsletter. That basically it can take a lot of time, but if you work with this automation, it can be very quick for you, not only to create the final result, but to draft the first version very quickly. Then you can operate above it and finish this work very fast. Points that I want to mention today is explain what is the automation about. I explain how the automation work, why I'm not improving it more. In other words, why I stop in this MVP. And at the end, I will explain why I'm using Apple Shortcuts and not Make, Zapier, and all the other automation tools. So basically, I wanted to create a newsletter a long time ago, but I didn't have the time to put on that. So today I sit and start to write what I want to have in the newsletter. So basically, my newsletter has 4 sections. First, a section that I talk about my opinion about AI in design. Second, I explain one video that I did, a process that the people that read this newsletter can adapt to their workflow. Then one tip that designer can use when working with AI. And at the end, 3 interesting project that I saw in the last week. It can be things that I saw in LinkedIn, X, or another platforms. To create the newsletter, I didn't use one prompt. Basically, I used 4 prompts to create it. Each part of the newsletter, I created another prompt. For example, from my thought, I have one prompt. For information about video I did, I have another prompt. And also for the 2 next sections. You can see the process here. I have for each section one flow: my thought, video, insights, AI tip, and interesting projects. Let's do a little bit zoom in. And here, as you can see, I have my thought. I have an input to my thought, and then prompt that generate this section. Now, the thing is that input to my thought, it's a text that I write and send it to the AI. And the AI take this text and improve it and add more information above it. I write only what I want to say, and the AI complete my thinking to one section. Something similar I do with video insights. So basically, I take the transcript with a prompt and create a section, and the same thing with AI tip. I take an idea, a tip, I have certain prompt to generate the section based on this tip, and then I have the last section that it's project that interesting that I saw. I write a little bit about the projects, and then a prompt create a section about them. So let's see how it's worked. Basically, you can see here the 4 information that I have. My thought, a small text. For example, this week I write about the idea of AI change the designer work. Now, basically, this is very short. I write a little bit more, so the results will be better, but only for the demonstrations, so you can understand. Here is the transcript from a video. One tip, in that case, be precise, and 3 posts that I found. I open Apple Shortcuts. So here I am in the Apple Shortcuts application. I click on Newsletter Creator, double click, and then this is the flow. One thing that I didn't say, that at the end it will send all the information to Apple Notes. So it's very easy. I don't need to copy and paste. It just will be there. And we'll see it in just a moment. I click on play. Now it's asked me to add my personal thinking, the first section. I paste it and click on done. It asks me now to add the transcript. I paste the transcript, click on done. Now it asks me to add the information about the post I want to share with the people. I paste it here, click on done, and then it asks me to paste the information about the tip, the last thing. So I write here, be precise, that's the tip. Okay, I click on done, and now you can see how the info process works. Let's add the page like that. You can see now it's work in that moment to write the personal section, and you will see now how it goes step by step, that at the end, it will be in a moment that it sends everything to Google Notes. So it's finished, and here you can see the final result. It's basically a draft, full draft for my newsletter. And basically for now, I take it, move it to Google Docs or something like that, make changes, tweak, but work that could take to me 2-3 hours, I now finish in 45 minutes, 30 minutes. And basically I can improve more and more the process. Okay, you can see here the process that basically I have 4 prompts, that every prompt write a section, at the end combine them to Apple Notes. But the another thing that I can do, I can add more prompts in the process to improve the output from ChatGPT. For example, I can add another prompt after each flow to make the text more concise or write it in certain way. So as you can see, it's not one prompt. In that case, we have 4, but I can duplicate it to 8 or 12, depending on what I want to achieve. And the thing is that I want to keep it very simple now, because I only start to make the newsletter, so I don't know exactly what I want to do. So I want to make iterates and start to play with things and not make the final result, because I want to understand what will be the best for the users. But if you have a newsletter with a structure that you know exactly what you want to write and the process, basically you can automate it in that way, and it will save you a bunch of time. I mean, you just need to write more or less what you want, and it will give you a draft. You can iterate your draft, but you can create also more advanced automation that it will make 95% of your work. I never said 100% because at the end we want to review and we make tweaks, but 90%, 95%, I am sure that it's possible. Again, if you know exactly where you want to be. So this is the case. Now, another question that people will ask, why I use Apple Shortcuts and not use Make or Zapier. So for example, this Make automation, and it's great way to use it. So the thing is that when I use Apple Shortcuts with the application of ChatGPT installed in my desktop, in my Mac, I not need to pay to the API of OpenAI. So basically, I save money. And of course, you can do it with the API and do more crazy things. But at the end, if I want to save money, and I know some people say that it's not a lot, but if you add a lot of steps in the process, and that's something that I want to do in the future, I can use the Plus plan I pay for ChatGPT and not pay for the API of OpenAI. One thing that I want to say, that it's not very comfortable to work with Apple Shortcuts because the flow, it's linear, and it's not like in Make that it has whiteboard where you can add all the processes. But okay, I can live with that because I said automation, and if I want to change it, okay, it will take to me a little bit more time because it's not comfortable, but I prefer it in that case, not to pay for the API in that moment. So this is the automation. And last thing that I want to say is that craft the prompt is the more complex thing here. You can see here one prompt that I have to write my personal spotlight. You can see how long it is, okay? And it's very simple. I didn't use here more complex AI solutions like RAG and more things like that. I keep it simple. If you want to make it more professional, of course it's possible, but depend on your case. If you want to start to iterate, start simple. If you want to do something more complex, you can add more layers above that, but to keep it simple, this is the thing. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to do it by yourself, you have here the process. I also add in the description one video that I did that explain how I set it step by step. And if you want a person that will help you to set it, my information in the description, feel free to write me there. I will happy to help. Thanks for watching. If you're looking to automate processes in your businesses or curious about bringing AI into your workflow, my contact info is down in the description. Feel free to reach out anytime. And if you got value from this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I love to hear your thought or any question you have got. See you on the next one. Take care.